All right, we are back for the final session for today. Um, I'm going to be joined by Damilola Fajinmi of Avia Farms. I don't know if Damilola is available. Thank you, Ayomi_BC for joining. I had an interesting conversation with Etsy earlier, and I'm hoping to have a great time with Avia Farms. All right, Avia Farms is available. Let's get into it. What's up?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma. How are you today?
Very well, thank you. I'm very well, thank you, sir. How are you too?
I'm doing great.
How was your
So what's going on?
well, it's another day, full day, but we are here, we are alive, showing up every day, like I always say. But we thank God, we bless God. I was
Yeah,
trying to use
awesome,
my
awesome. All right, so um, let's get into it. Yeah. So tell us about Avia Farm. The thing is, with this pitch, I saw that there are two industries that were tops. One is farming, the other one is fashion
fashion.
design. Yes.
Yes.
So we have a lot of people into farming and a lot of people doing fashion designing. So tell us about your business.
Okay, Avia Farms is an urban farm located in Ibadan here. So basically, we deal with fresh vegetables and peppers. Our goal really is to make sure that vegetables are affordable and available. You know how sometimes we feel like vegetables, veg, green pepper, and all those things. Can I be consistent with this my clean eating thing? I want to lose weight. I want to do this, but consistency. Can I be consistent with it? That's where we come in. We want you to be able to go on your clean eating journey, and it will be sustainable without stress, at very 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 minimal stress. So that's where we come
Okay.
in. Yes.
Just go ahead. I want to change my position where I was. I had issues with power today,
Okay.
generator. So it's dark here, right?
Yes, it's a little dark.
Yeah, but don't worry. Let me turn on my PC so that the light
Okay.
from the PC can flash on my face.
Okay.
All right. So we're talking about vegetables. You're talking about it being affordable and available for those who
Yeah.
are practically looking at improving their health, minding what they eat, and it's quite interesting, to know that we are in that age where people are trying to be conscious of what they eat and then
Yeah.
trying to live healthy basically. So how has the business been for you? Is this something lucrative? Is this something that you feel? Yes, I think that light is better. Yeah. All
It's
right.
been a
So do
joy.
you think
It's been a
what?
joy. It's been a journey
Okay.
really, because like this business is my first launch into business. I used to be a very corporate kind of person, but doing really what really led me into the business is I have a 3-year-old, and as a working mom, I wanted to ensure that our meals were balanced.
Okay.
They were nutritionally balanced and all of that. And doing attending to my 9 to 5 and being able to provide that for her on a daily basis was a challenge. So that was what led me into research, and I discovered that there were some other moms like me too. I know that initially I said that okay, we are targeting people that are looking at fitness and all of that. But we're also targeting families and people that generally just want to improve on their diet. So, like I was saying earlier, that as a 9 to 5er, and I had a little child that I wanted this balance in the diet. It was not consistent. And of course, you know how mothers they can be. We join mommy groups, we join food groups where we are talking about food, we are talking about, you understand? And I realized that this thing is a major thing amongst us moms and all of that. I just felt like, wow, I could do this, I could provide this service. And business is about providing service and meeting needs. And sincerely, when we do this and we deliver to people and they keep going, thank you very much. I can make meals for my children now without stress. I just put it in the fridge. Whenever I need it, I just pop it out. I'll call you when I need this. Do you know how much stress you are saving? You understand? So that's like a major source of happiness for us in this business. So talking about profitability, well, it's about understanding the market and how to
Yeah.
source for your raw materials.
Yeah.
So we're learning. We made a lot of losses. My God.
I can imagine.
Oh my God. We made a lot of losses, but then we keep tweaking, we keep tweaking it to get better. And that's
Yeah.
one of the reasons why we are still here today.
That's what I keep saying. For businesses, a lot of times, if you're trying to wait for everything to be perfect, you
Yes.
end up not getting it to be, you end up not even doing anything. Yeah. But so far, you're making progress. Like you said, you keep tweaking it because the more you just make progress and you are looking at your errors, you are learning from these, your errors, you are making adjustments, you are trying to ensure that the business becomes a lot more profitable because one of the reasons why we're in business is actually to make profit. Yeah, I know
Yes.
beyond passion, and if the money don't come in the long run, because at the point of starting up, you might not be looking at making money, you might be looking at, okay, let me build my customer base, let me create brand awareness, let people know about what I'm doing. You just want
Yes.
to create all those awareness so that you are in the faces of the people before you're not talking about money. But if you get to that stage where you need to start making money and the money is not coming, it becomes very, very frustrating. And I know what it means to run business in Nigeria. And sometimes when you're not
All
making
your
those profits,
efforts. Sometimes
yes.
you want to deliver, you want to, like, you've collected the order, you have made your order, everything is on point. Oh yeah, deliver to your customer. Problem. Hey, hello, where are you? Where is this? Well, sorry ma, they will soon get to you. This whether delivery will just mess you up.
So that's another problem. Like I think it's a challenge, logistic problem. Yeah, because
Yeah.
if you're a mother and you have a 9 to 5, I was going to ask, how do you manage these things? Because except you have a logistic company, then you know that you can hold somebody accountable. If I say, guy, go and deliver at so place, you know the person is going straight to that place. But if you're looking at dispatch riders, because they take a lot of orders, they have different people they want to deliver to. So how do they might not place priority on yours because every other person who gave them a job to deliver are also like
Mm-hmm.
on their priority list. So how do you
Yes.
manage these deliveries and manage your 9 to 5 alongside running Avia farms?
Okay. Basically, initially it used to tell on my health, but one thing that I've learned to do now is to manage my time. I remember a
Okay.
colleague of mine was laughing at me that, how come you have so many alarms on your phone? Why do you have so many alarms on my phone? I have different alarms to prompt me to do this, prompt me to do that. And I try as much as possible to automate things. Now,
Yeah.
the beauty about applying for these grants is winning these grants is going to make my life more automated because it's going to increase our efficiency and our turnaround time.
Yeah.
Like I said during our pitch earlier, that we've been able to gather some money, but we need this to balance it up to be able to get our own machines to
Yeah.
be able to automate things. So, like,
Yeah.
to answer your questions, I automate a lot of things in my life, and I have a very supportive spouse.
Yeah.
My spouse is not, shout out to my spouse, is not a traditional man like that. He doesn't do it like, oh, He's like, oh no, we're in it together. I might just be the most
Yeah.
outspoken person in this partnership, but he holds a lot of things down for me. So I automate my time a lot. I
Yeah.
automate my life. I have a lot of alarms. Then shout out to my logistics company. I currently use Logistics Lachey in Ibadan, and so far they've been on point. So
Yeah.
far, as in the delivery stories that I used to have before has reduced. Then another thing is we try to appeal to our customers that we have just except for exceptional cases, we have dispatch days.
Yeah.
So we don't do is when you want it. We try to prep you up to say, okay, oh, please try and order within our delivery times to serve you better. And over
Yeah.
time, yes, over time we've come to understand that okay, oh, it's not something that you can just get on top of your head. Hopefully in future we'll be able to have our own space, but for now we do like delivery days, dispatch days, and so that way we'll be able to collect orders and dispatch everything at once. So that way if a delivery guy is going to do a delivery, at least it will just be about all our orders. And because of the peculiarity of food, we try as much as possible not to have it being handled with another meal or another
Yeah.
product or service. So that's the way
Yeah.
I've been able to manage it for now.
Well done. It's not easy, really. I
Thank you.
know, and I give a special shout out to you, working mothers, and you still try to run a business on the side because we know they have told us, yeah, that a stream of income is not enough to make you live that life
Yeah.
that you desire. Because sometimes a lot of bills just keep piling, and you have got to pay all these bills now. So when I see young people, young mothers, even aged mothers who are doing stuff on the side, there's a way it inspires me to also want to do more, especially in the line of trying to say I'm supporting their business in the little ways that I can, and all of those things. So for you, how in terms of awareness for your brand in Ibadan, okay, some of us live in Lagos. For those of us who live in Lagos, I probably don't know about Via Farms. Now, do you have clients outside of Lagos? And how big, in terms of awareness now, what are you doing in terms of brand awareness, campaign strategy, and publicity basically for your business? Because the more people know about your business, the more it grows, the more you are in the faces of the people. I was online with Etsy at 5, and one of the things I was also asking her was something in line with this because she's also a farmer. So tell us, how are you doing that? How are you putting your brand in the faces of the people?
All right. So because of the peculiarity of what we produce and what we do, currently we only service Ibadan because we are very
Okay.
big on freshly caught,
Okay.
freshly produced. So we currently only serve Ibadan metropolis and all of that. Now,
Yeah.
another thing we've been working on to create awareness, we've not been able to do so much on awareness because of efficiency in getting it across to our
Yeah.
clients and our
Yeah.
customers, because
Yeah.
it won't make any sense for us to have so many orders and not being able to meet up the orders. That's going to dent our brand image and it will make us
Yeah.
look like we are unserious. So that's one of the
Yeah.
reasons why we're trying to get this machine, so that this way we will be able to at least know that whatever happens, 100, 200, 500, we can conveniently meet it and we will be able to serve. Okay, this is our vision to ensure that this is available. Not that people will be saying, that brand, they're not even serious. They have done so much. It's just an Instagram thing. It's just they can't meet up to what they're saying they're going to do. So one of the things is we've been able to have to create awareness and have presence across social media platforms,
Yeah.
Facebook, Twitter, and social media. We have two websites. We have a business site on Google, and we also have another website too that we
Yeah.
just launched and we're working on. So we also have other plans to do like a storm across major estates in Ibadan
Yeah.
to ensure
Yeah.
that because it's a certain kind of person that would want what we offer.
Yeah.
We understand that not everybody is our customer. So we're planning to go into some estates around where our production site is located, to ensure that, okay, we are not just winking in the dark. They know that this is what we're doing and we're available for them.
Awesome, well done. So, where do you see Avia Farms in 5 years? I've asked everybody this question, like, because really, we set goals and we try to work towards actualizing those goals. So, for you, where do you see this brand in the next 5 years?
I see us having stores. We're not just Ibadan. We're not just an Ibadan fresh veggie store anymore. We
Yeah,
are Nigeria's foremost fresh veggie store, and we also have outlets, and we also franchise. We also
yeah,
franchise because beyond making money is important, but beyond making money, we want to impact other people and show them
awesome.
that, okay,
Yeah,
you can do something for yourself with what you
yeah,
have. You don't have to
yeah,
wait for everything to be like perfect and big. And of course, you can leverage on the mistakes that we have made where we started
yeah,
our brand
yeah,
5 years ago. And the mistakes that you should make, we would, because it was freely given. Plus, the sky is really big for everybody to fly. We can't.
absolutely.
We have over 200 billion, 200 million Nigerians, so we can't possibly
Yeah,
feed it all. We can't possibly do it all. So we intend
yeah,
to have like a franchise. Have like a
yeah,
franchise all over major cities in Nigeria, and also empower young entrepreneurs that also want to do the business to show them, okay, these are the pitfalls in this part of agriculture and processing, really. And this is how you can do it better, and how you can leverage on the mistakes that we have made, and just better your life and better yourself. There's this saying that says, don't just give a man a fish, show him how to do it.
how to
So
fish,
that's
yeah,
that's our intention. And of course, to get certified in every area possible, in every way possible. NAFDAC certifications, I'm sure by the grace of God, before the end of this year, that will be done. And other certifications that will ensure that the food is safe.
yeah,
We want to ensure that what we are feeding people is not just, it is safe for consumption for both
yeah.
adults and children, and just people generally.
Well done, well done. I'm excited about your brand. Now, for you now, during your last speech session, what were your
Yes.
experiences like? Share with me. I want to know. Was it like an intense session? Was it like and also tell me what were the things you learned, having to be on that session, because of course you are not the first person that pitched on your day. And let's just hear what you feel about that day.
Okay. To be truthful, I was not the first person to pitch that day, but while the first person was pitching and the questions were going, I was just like, okay, if I get asked this question, can I answer? If I get asked this question, can I answer? Then another thing that I really appreciate about the pitch was that how do I address it? The facilitator was asking me about numbers, and it was forcing me to think, because I felt like I had some numbers on ground, but the more he was asking me about those numbers, it just forced me to think about it, that, okay, do you have these numbers? It's not like you said, it's not going to be a walk in the park like
Yeah,
the previous one. So you just have to up your game. And of
yeah,
course, I learned from the experiences of other people, and it just made me realize that, okay, there's so much like human capital we have in this country that we have not even
sure.
exhausted. So there's
Yeah,
so much. So another thing I learned from that pitch is, be confident, be relaxed. What They will ask you a question. If you don't know it, they will explain to you in a way that they can. You understand?
yeah.
And they know does not mean
Yeah, that's the
never.
thing. Of course, that's the uniqueness of what we're trying to do. We wanted to, okay, give a grant to people, at the same time also stretch their mind. Now, I've seen a couple of people talk about giveaways and all. We could actually do a giveaway, but when I do a giveaway and it does not push your intellectual abilities, it doesn't make you to stretch to think. Etty was telling me earlier about the fact that she procrastinates a lot, and having to be on the pitch, and knowing that she's coming on tomorrow again, she has to go and prepare her books. So it's like you have an exam coming up. You have got to read for that exam to prepare yourself. We could have asked people to do a 1 minute, 2 minute video and send, but we felt like if we do that, feedbacks for us are very key. We want to constructively criticize your business, not to make you feel like what you're doing is not okay. But at the same time, when you hear people's feedback, when you hear what people tell you about your business, okay, like for example, now you were probably not taking your numbers serious, but right now I'm sure as a business person, it's going to be one area of your business that you're going to be taking serious, because you never can tell. Like I say, investors can come at any point in time to your business. This is just like a platform to make you guys see what the bigger picture looks like. So tomorrow you have the opportunity of pitching to either Tony Lumelu, Dangote, or any of these guys. You already have an idea of the direction you should go and possible things they might be looking out for in terms of them investing in that your business. So tell me, if you were given a chance right now to change anything as a farmer, yeah, especially how things run in Ibadan, what will you do? If you are probably sitting in government offices and all that, what is that thing that you would do? Especially in the line of farming that you do, fresh vegetables and all.
Intentional policies, not just policies that are like a fad, that we just want
Yeah.
to do something so that they will know that, okay, this government is doing something. Intentional policies that will trickle down to the average farmer that does not even have social media, that does not even have money, that does not even have access to grants. Just earlier today I was reading about like a poultry farmer, that because currently there's maize crisis and maize is not so available like that, and that's one of the major things that they use in poultry farming. And some of the things that they were complaining about is that the policies does not trickle down to the average person. Like we just want to do things, and that is the end of it. There's no internal research, there's no storage, there's no direction. People just do things anyhow, and a lot of people are suffering for it. So if I'm in government, and I like basically just make intentional policies that will trickle down to the average farmer. One of the challenges we had during the COVID crisis was that our cost of production reached, and we could not increase our prices. Like we of course we increased it a little, but compared to the increase in the cost of production, we just had to manage some losses on our end, and that's not profitable for a business. I don't even think that is something that is going to be sustainable for a business. So basically, it's just to make intentional policies that will trickle down and just make food available. And apart from that, I have like a very massive farm that will be exported all over the world. Like, that's going to be like my own private partnership support to the government and to agriculture.
Yeah. I think agriculture really is the way to go. Earlier today, I was in our farm. The foundation has a farm where we have corn plantation and cassava plantation, because truly during the COVID-19, the idea came for us to really do that, because part of what we do, I'm sure some of you who have read up on us will see that we also reach out to widows and all, and we have a couple of them on our database, and we wanted to reach out to them in terms of giving them food stuff and all, but we're a little bit restricted by finances. And also this farm started as a means of raising revenue, raising income, and also giving it back to to the foundation in terms of running all of these things that we are doing. Because I've said over and over, we are not funded by any government, we are not funded by anybody. What we do is basically us and of course Mr. King Ogoremi himself. So agriculture is the way to go, and I'm glad that a lot of people are going in that direction, and I trust that our efforts are not going to be in vain. And all that you wish for, all that you pray for, they will definitely come through for you, no matter how difficult it may seem right now. So far we are not losing sight, we are not losing focus, we are pushing through, everything is definitely going to come through. So what are your expectations for the final? Are you pitching tomorrow?
No, I'm
What
not.
group are you?
I'm not. I'm in Group D.
Group D. All right. So what are your expectations?
Still,
Knowing that we have said that it's going to be tougher than what you guys had before. So let me know what your expectations are for the final stage of this competition.
well, I'm hoping for the best, and of course, I'm just trusting. I'm just trusting that things will work out fine, and I'll be able to receive this support. Like getting to this 26 is not going to be the final stage. I'll definitely get to the final 10. So I'm hoping to actually
Also,
learn. I'm hoping to
yeah,
learn also because I was thinking about it that this pitching journey has been very rigorous. Like even from the application process, at first I thought I was not going to qualify. I had to send a mail that if you are this certain, can you do this? And it just that okay for me to have gotten to this stage. That means I have a veritable idea, and I have
yeah,
a beyond an idea. Beyond an idea, it's a sustainable business because for you
yeah.
to have been able to pass the several sieves that the foundation has taken us through, because I'm sure that you have put us through several sieves, so they can go through to the next.
All right, that's her network is frozen. All right, okay.
It's
I think all right, the thing was whatever it is we are doing, it was basically intentional. Like one of the things I wanted to test with a lot of us is I wanted to test patience. I wanted to test our staying power. A lot of people probably will feel like, what is it going? Is it because of 100K they are passing us through all these processes? See, entrepreneurship is tough, and then it's only the tough people that survives here in Nigeria. So whatever process we are putting you guys through is not to spite you guys, it's to also make you guys see that even when you come online to see the benefit of the things that we are bringing on the table for you guys, and as much as you can make a lot more effort into changing how you see your business and all. Okay, so let me. I'm adding Damilola back as we conclude this session tonight. All right, I think your network went bad a bit there.
Yes, it did. Yeah, but
All
I'm
right,
back now.
so I was saying that what we were doing was probably intentional, like passing you guys through these stages, through these phases and all. It was intentional, really. It was for us trying to also stretch our mind and also find a way to also uh, impact you guys in the little ways that we can. Some of the guys who are on the panel are guys who have also done their own thing, who are doing great in their own field, and who are possibly going to also become regular faces to you guys, especially for the every member of the Passion to Profit 2020. For those who want to stay, because I know some who don't want to stay because they didn't get the money, because they didn't qualify, they feel they don't have anything to do with the foundation. It's okay. We are not begging anybody to stay. But for those who want to stay, we are already trying to create a structure, a system of monthly trading for everybody who is on that platform, because of course you guys are like the first batch of the Passion to Profit program the foundation is running. 2021 is going to come, we're also going to have another set, but the major thing here is having to run training seminars for you guys, that what you all need to pay is just your maybe 1 gig data to be on the session and get value for that. Some of these sessions are sessions that if you have to pay for, you're probably going to pay a lot. But we are looking at creating those targeted training for farmers, for fashion designers, for photographers, for tech experts, so that at the end of the day, even if you don't win the money, you have gotten value by virtue of association and connection with the foundation. Yeah. So well done on what you're doing. I'm praying for all of
Thank you
you.
very much.
You all are like a family to me now. You all are like my sisters, my brothers. You know, I've not met any of you. Maybe one or two people I've met in real life. Yeah. But the rest of you I've not met, I've not seen. But we have become like a family. We have connected in a way because right now I'm talking to you like I know you. And the whole idea is that even as a foundation, we really want to know our people so that when we want to reach out to people, we know that, okay, Dami is doing fresh vegetables in Ibadan. How can we support what she's doing there? You know, and you never can tell. Connections can come there, can come from anywhere. And our ability to actually connect more with people. We are not meant to be in isolation. God did not design us like that. He didn't design us. He is a
Yes.
relational God. He designed us to have relationship with people. So when you get into those relationships, ability to even manage those relationships, you know, is one other thing that will also push us through in our journey of life. So at this point, I'm going to be allowing you give a shout out to whoever, whomever, everybody who have been here. I've given them this opportunity to do that. So it is your turn. Shout out to your husband. Before you say that, let me say that for you because I'm glad he's supporting your business. And then it's not easy when your man is supporting your business. You know that this one now is behind every successful woman. There is a man pushing. So
Behind any successful person, there's a partner too. Shout out, shout out to my husband. He's been like, he keeps pushing me to think bigger and stop,
yeah,
taking small steps, taking small. Sometimes I just want to do. How many people knows me? How many people? But he tells me, just go. What's the worst that can happen? There might not even be any worst thing happening. So it might be only good that is going to happen. I want to say shout out to the people that work with me on my team. Without them, I won't be able to automate a lot of things in my life.
yeah.
You understand? And of course, I want to say a big thank you to our customers. Thank you for believing in this dream while it was still making sense to us when we started out. Thank you for your constant support. We really, really appreciate you, and thank you to King Oguremi Foundation also for giving us this opportunity. You understand, to push ourselves and to stretch our minds really, because like you said earlier, that some of the things that you had to ask us to go through was deliberate to stretch us, and no doubt I have been stretched because sometimes I want to think, my God, this is a lot of work for this. I'm not like, no, Dami, don't think like that.
Yeah.
It's a step in the right direction. You are preparing yourself. What's the worst that can happen? Do another pitch or to go and face another panel. You've been there before, so at least that's a you've been there, so that's a cap to your feather, and it shows that you can do it. But when I felt the email that I've been selected, it was deal for me, because it just meant that finally somebody seeing what I'm saying. Finally somebody gets this thing and is willing to put their money to support it. Do you understand? So thank you for this you do. We appreciate you also.
Thank you so much, Damilola. I'm looking forward to your final pitch. Like I've been praying for everybody, really. Beyond passion to profit, beyond this foundation, I pray that God will send men and women your way, men and women who push your
Amen.
dream, men and women who will support your vision. Help us,
Amen.
from the north, east, south, and west, within Nigeria, outside of Nigeria,
Amen.
men who will connect with you and
Amen.
push your brand for you. Yeah, so just keep
Amen.
staying focused, keep staying positive, keep pushing your business, keep putting in the work. As much as I know, I'm always here. The foundation is always here, and we are really concerned about you guys. And we trust that maybe in the next 5 years, truly, you guys would have helped us cure some of the problem of unemployment that we personally feel we want to
Yeah,
solve, but we cannot solve.
definitely.
So you guys are like the channel. You guys are like the breed of people that we are looking forward to helping us solve that problem. So thank you very much for coming through tonight. I'm grateful.
Thank you
I'm
for having
happy.
me.
Yeah, so you send my love to your husband and your baby. Tell them Kachi is saying hi, and I'll see you very soon. Yeah, so have a great
All
evening
right.
ahead. Thank you so much.
And you too. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, a big shout out to Damilola Fajinmi of Avia Farms. Always interested in having conversation with these finalists, and these people are becoming like family, and it's been great having this conversation with each and every one of them. So tomorrow is another day. The pitch will start tomorrow, and we have 6 people on the list. Tony Afolabi, I have Etsy Ubo on that list. I think Stella Adebayo. I have, I think there are 6 of them. Their names are off my head right now. So a big shout out to all of you. I'll be looking forward to meeting you guys tomorrow. Kayode Ashida will be on the panel. I will also be there. Of course, Mr. King Oguremi will also be on the panel. So you guys get ready. It's going to be an interesting time. It's going to be a great time. I trust that we're going to all have fun doing this together. All right, guys. So it's going to be streamed live on Facebook, by the way. So for those who want to watch, the link will be shared here. King Oguremi Foundation on Facebook. Just look for it. We're going to be streaming live on Facebook so that people can also learn from wherever it is that they are, so that they can also begin to also build capacity in the line of their businesses. Thank you very much, guys. My name is Onikachi Umendu. I'll see you guys tomorrow.